So I want to speak on this, man. Even Tony Harrison said it. A few tweets on X said it that I thought I had to get gas. I'm pretty much on a full tank still. Got a new microphone. I swear I don't remember paying $100 for this, but a lot of people like the microphone. I know people was like, "Well, your microphone is better in the car than the computer." That's because I figured out what the problem was. When I use the software I use to stream on to do my videos from the computer, it has for all the content creators, they have all those type of softwares like StreamYard, whatever you use. I ain't used StreamYard in years, but they have auto volume. So the program automatically pushes your volume back down. So you got to turn the auto volume up, and that's why the video starts sounding better recently up from the computer. You know, you got to turn the auto volume adjust off. So yeah, that's why, you know, a little bit of research and shit. But yeah, everybody was talking bad about Chris Minix and them, man. They was ass. I mean, I don't really listen to the DAZN like that, man. A lot of times I watch the fight, bro. I'll check out the international broadcast, or I just watch it on mute. You know what I'm saying? I watch the joint on mute. But Minix is trash. Moore is trash. The other guy was trash. And one of the glaring things that stood out about the fight was it was a clear bias. There was a clear bias against O'Shaquie Foster. Like it came off, and you could tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section. We free thinkers over here. Everybody have an opinion, as long as you're respectful, don't get disrespectful. Everybody felt that it seemed like Matchroom paid the commentary crew to be biased. I mean, they only showed the production, only showed Ray Ford highlights. They didn't call out many of Foster's punches, his body work, his clean shots. They would only call out Ray Ford clean shots, and you know, it's corrupt. It's been corrupt. Boxing, from its, you know, inauguration or its integration into outside of the UK, has been corrupt. It's been corrupt. You know, if you think the corruption went somewhere, but it was just Moore and Minix are just terrible, bro. Like I said, I don't know, you know, if they was paid to sway the opinion, but they wasn't calling out shots. They were being hella biased for Ford and trying to keep it even. But the production is not good on the DAZN. The commentary is not good on the DAZN. And they got a lot of work to do in that category. People, if you're gonna be the hub for boxing, we just want to see good objective boxing. Flat out, we just want to see good objective boxing. Now, NBC Peacock changed the game because you can turn off the commentary on NBC and Peacock. You can flat out turn it off. Yeah. You know, I'd rather just hear the arena sound. So that type of commentary can sway somebody's opinion about the fight. That's why people was thinking the fight was close. The fight wasn't close. Outside the first 4 or 5 rounds, that fight wasn't close. But the commentary swayed people's opinion because people don't know what they're watching. You know? They don't know what they're watching. But Eddie Hearn at the end of the fight, he gave it to Foster. Hell of a fighter. Hell of a fighter. And you a black fighter, and you know, you already got some stripes against you. The reason why people love Mike Tyson so much, they love the black chaos. That was it. When you a stand-up brother or you a stand-up sister, ain't nothing sexy about it. Ain't nothing that's gonna track towards it about it. There's no drama, there's no chaos, there's nothing really to write about. They don't really want to write about positivity. When you have that black energy like Mike Tyson, it was coming in, and Brad Pitt hitting this girl with the 2-pump special, Robin Gibbons, excuse me. You know, that's chaos. Oh, Mike fight Mitch Green, it's chaos. It's chaotic. It's chaotic. You know? It is what it is. People love chaos. When you a stand-up dude, it ain't really a lot of highs. It ain't a lot of highs. It ain't a lot of, it's some lows there, but you got good dudes, and then you don't got power. They definitely gonna try to, snake you out of some fights. You ain't got the power. But the commentary was atrocious. But then again, if you got some extra bread in your pocket, it make a lot of sense. If it locks in your job security, it make a lot of sense. That's what I'm saying to Tim Bradley. I heard of Coach Malachi say, Tim Bradley, he don't want to work with nobody else. He want to do his own thing and do his own media company. All right, nigga, you ain't got to get out there and be cooning and buffooning and trying to, curb your opinion and make motherfuckers feel. That's the number one way to lose on YouTube, bro. You can't kiss everybody else's ass. I got motherfucking brothers that respect the message. I got brothers that don't. I got sisters that respect the message. I got sisters that don't. I got Hectors and Marias that respect the message. I got some that don't. I got Indian, Native Americans. I got, Irish, UK people, African people. Some respect it, some don't disrespect it. Don't respect it, don't watch it. Cool. But when you start trying to make everybody feel comfortable, you're going to lose, bro, every time. Find your lane. And if your whole thing is you don't like backlash, you don't like a little bit of pushback, you trying to please everybody, do a DIY channel. Show how to throw a jab. Show how to throw an uppercut. Just keep straight down the middle where your opinion is not really an opinion. You just DIY, or show how to build a bird bath, how to build a bird house or something. Like, go that way. But then again, I warn you, people still gonna have an opinion. Oh, I put the screw here and this is wrong. You go, one thing about it, man, you have wholesome videos on the internet of families reconnecting. You have great videos on the internet of people doing great things and people still being negative. That's the bots, that's the, whatever. But in general, yeah, the DAZN commentary was horrible. I mean, people used to talk about Tim Bradley. I like Tim Bradley on the commentator. Howard Cosell is like the platinum standard for that shit. But, I mean, it ain't too many I don't really like. George Foreman, Lennox Lewis, I believe was on the mic. I didn't mind that. Believe it or not, I didn't really mind for the Larry Merchant. He was cool. He said some racist shit here and there, but it kept it entertaining. The main guy, I didn't mind Jim Lampley, Roy Jones. I like Andre Ward, Joe Tessitore, especially on Friday Night Fights. So yeah, I don't mind some of the comments. Like, it ain't too many bad, but they the worst. They the worst. Don't sound confident. Don't sound sure. There's no growth. There's no growth in their commentating. It sounds like they paid to push a narrative. Look here, if your fighter good enough, he good enough. If he not, he not. And that's the one thing about Top Rank integrating into the zone. Eddie Hearn, that's their boy. Despite they want Eddie Hearn to do these great things throughout his career, they want Eddie Hearn to do great things. He's still getting his ass kicked. Just call it how it is. Y'all the hub for boxing, bro. Everybody is on y'all network not named Zuffa. I just urge them to call it how it is. I don't think it should be considered an issue. Call it how it is. But they horrible. Scoring was horrible. The boxing opinion was horrible. The production was horrible. When you look at the UFC, their production is a chef's kiss. Their production is a chef's kiss. It really is. But he got mad when Tony Harrison called it out, but it was true. Like, everybody, I was the first person on X I seen. I don't got many people on X. Yeah, you can find me on X and hit the link tree. Say find me everywhere in the description. It'll take you there. But I was like one of the first people like, this shit is trash. But you gotta remember, I don't listen to the commentary on the zone a lot. I'm like, this shit is atrocious. The production was atrocious. The commentator was atrocious. I'm like, Jesus, y'all just all the way around trash. Just hire HBO production team and keep it moving. But I'm telling y'all, man, one thing was funny. On this, me and the homie from the Bay, Ron Mexico, was chopping it up on Sunday, and he was like, you know, DEI really benefited. I'm not gonna get into our personal conversation, but DEI really benefited Brad and them. And he was like, it's a bunch of, you know, Brads at my job that, you know, can't do the job and they make more money, you know, $250,000, and they, you know, get paid and they don't know how to do nothing on the job. And I'm like, man, I've been saying that since A1 from day one. I've been saying that same statement. There's motherfuckers with degrees that I know how to run circles around in they job, you know, in they job, do their job. You know, when you get into the workforce, even if you plan on being an entrepreneur, you plan on being a boss, you plan on whatever you plan on doing, I think everybody should go into the workforce and see what we having a conversation about. Because in America could be so much better if the best people had the job. And I say all that to say this: they gave Minix and Moore the job based on they like them, based on they can control them, based on they yes men. And you keep a bunch of yes men or guys that can be controlled, you know what I'm saying? The product suffers, and it is suffering because they just want people to shut up and do what they say do, even if they do it wrong, and they're perfectly fine, long as they show up to work, even if they show up a little bit late. But the people who actually are really, really good at their job and they're phenomenal at what they do, they don't like them because, you know, they can't control them. You can't control them. Because I know how I need to do my job, how I want to do my job, and I do it better than anybody else. You can't tell me how to do something that you never did. You never stood behind the gun and fired the gun. You can't tell me how to do a job. You never did it. I'm telling you, this is the best way. The people are saying it's the best way. The customers are satisfactory. The buyers or the consumers are happy with it. But you'd rather have a guy that just do it your way and fuck up the company and lose money just because. I mean, that's a huge problem in America. I say it all the time. We don't extract and exploit our best and our brightest. But hey, hit the link in the description and say if they follow me everywhere: X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Find me everywhere you can join X too. I appreciate that. Peace.